Imagine soaring past fluffy clouds, blasting off into the cosmos on a rocket, or chilling on the International Space Station, all just for the ultimate view of our home planet from way up high. Sounds like the trip of a lifetime, right? But hold your space breath. Stepping out of that spacesuit to grab a gulp of air might not be part of this intergalactic getaway. Why? Because in outer space, there's no oxygen to inhale. Looks like the vacation from Earth just hit a major snag. So, we've hit a major space speed bump. No oxygen means no breathing room in outer space. But let's fast forward to a future where air magically appears out there. If that's the case, would it be time to ditch our space gear for a more chill, casual vibe? Or will this sudden change cause a cosmic catastrophe? Let's start solving this intergalactic mystery from scratch and see if we can figure out what's really at stake. So, for us to take deep breaths like we do on Earth, space needs to transform into one giant lung. It's got to become a vast, cosmic container filled with air. Specifically, the same air mixture that makes up our home planet's atmosphere. 7-8% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and just a pinch of other gases like argon, neon, and helium. It's all about replicating the Earth's formula for success out there in the void. And get this, we'll need an endless supply of it. But wait, having air in space isn't just a matter of checking off some boxes. It's more like unlocking an intergalactic concert. With the right atmosphere, you could kick back, take all the deep breaths you want, and actually tune into the cosmic playlist out there. Imagine hearing the boom of supernovae going off like celestial drums, the crash of gas clouds colliding, or even the howl of the solar wind whipping by. And get this, it's not just some distant hum picked up by super sophisticated instruments. No way. With air in space, you'd hear these epic sounds loud and clear as sound waves bounce off the very air molecules themselves. It's like having a front row seat at the universe's most mind-blowing show. Hold up, space music lovers. There's a catch, and it's not just that we don't have the right sound system in our spaceships. Saul, though, wouldn't that be awesome? The thing is, sound waves are total weaklings when it comes to traveling long distances. They get muffled by all the stuff around them, air resistance, space debris, you name it. So, even on Earth, we can barely hear sounds from just a few blocks away. Imagine trying to tune into a cosmic concert happening light years away. It's like hoping to catch a whisper in a howling hurricane. Unfortunately, those far-off supernovae and planetary booms will remain just a faint hum, unless you're right next to the source, which might not be so safe after all. Let's take a moment to appreciate that out-of-this-world feeling, literally. Breathe in that vacuum air, feel the weightlessness, and experience the surreal freedom of being anywhere but here. But, just like any dream vacation, it's not all fun and games. Disaster can strike at any moment: solar flares, meteor showers, or even a sudden loss of oxygen supply. Before you know it, your space escapade turns into a heart-pounding emergency. So, as amazing as it feels to float in zero gravity, the real question is, how do you make that urgent return trip back to Earth? Here's the shocker if you're planning an intergalactic escape, and then a hasty return to Earth. Things just got a lot more complicated and deadly. See, as your spacecraft starts its descent, it'll face a heat so intense that friction with our atmosphere will create a fireball around it. And you thought re-entry was just a Hollywood cliché. But don't get too comfortable, the show's far from over. This is only the curtain raiser for an apocalyptic scenario that will leave us gasping, literally. Hold on to your seat, because this is about to get intense. You see, as our atmosphere expands due to a cosmic influx of air from space, it's like a slow-motion squeeze that'll bring crushing pressure on our home planet, the Earth. But wait, there's more. Friction doesn't just mess with spacecraft. It can also tamper with Earth's rotation and its trusty sidekick, the Moon. As their orbits get altered, it's possible the Moon might make an untimely re-entry into our world. And if that weren't enough, the Earth could be pulled towards a fiery fate, a collision course with the Sun. Buckle up, but don't worry. None of us will live to see this cosmic catastrophe unfold. Now let's talk about when, or rather how long it might take for this cosmic catastrophe to roll in. Some estimates say we're looking at tens or even hundreds of thousands of years until space is chock full of oxygen. But hold on, because that's just the beginning of our problems. Once the atmosphere expands and fills space, sunlight as we know it will be history, at least for us down here. The Earth will be plunged into an eternal night, blocked from the sun's rays by the thick veil of atmospheric pressure crushing everything in its path. And if you thought things couldn't get any hotter, just wait until the heat from friction starts to ignite our world, turning everything into a fiery inferno. But here's the kicker. You won't stay in the dark for long. As atmospheric pressure keeps building up, things are about to get seriously hot. With temperatures skyrocketing, our world is going to go from perpetual night to an all-consuming blaze. The friction heat will ignite a global inferno, and before we know it, flames will engulf every inch of our planet's surface within just 24 hours. Imagine the once blue Earth now reduced to a barren, charred wasteland, left as a lifeless, smoldering celestial body. Talk about an apocalypse. But that's not all. Our solar system is about to go through a major transformation. The gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, and even Uranus, might just turn into miniature stars. With plenty of nearby material for them to bulk up, like Jupiter and Saturn, they could potentially ignite their own nuclear reactions. Meanwhile, Earth and the other terrestrial planets are on track to take a drastic tumble into our sun within tens of thousands of years. And as if that's not enough, get ready for some serious galaxy shakeups. The effects will be felt far beyond just our little solar system. Buckle up for a cosmic makeover. Fasten your seatbelts, space fans. As our solar system takes its final bow, the vacuum of space is about to get a major makeover. Interstellar air will start pouring in, and with it, a massive compression effect that'll create new, unheard-of stars. Talk about an astronomical surprise party. These temporary luminaries will light up galaxies and intergalactic spaces like never before. But here's the twist: they'll be one-of-a-kind stars, primarily made of nitrogen and oxygen. We can't even begin to predict what these cosmic newcomers will look like or how long they'll shine. Get ready for an intergalactic spectacle like no other. You won't believe what's already out there in the cosmos. Brazilian astronomers stumbled upon an alien star called Dox about 1,200 light-years away, and it's straight up bizarre. This white dwarf has an oxygen-rich atmosphere that's a whopping 99.9% pure. Talk about a rare gas. Usually these stars are surrounded by hydrogen and helium from their past thermonuclear fuel, but not this guy. So, where did Dox's light elements go? That remains one of the biggest mysteries in space right now. Buckle up, because we're on the cusp of uncovering some seriously out-of-this-world secrets. Buckle up, space fans. Here's a jaw-dropping fact: the universe we know might be headed towards a cosmic big explainer. As gases fill the cosmos, the total weight will skyrocket, potentially halting its expansion and sending it back into an extremely hot and dense state, eerily similar to the Big Bang. And if that's not mind-blowing enough, there's also the possibility of the universe shrinking down to a singularity, an infinitely small point. So, what was once seen as vital for life on Earth might actually have the power to wipe it out entirely. It's wild thinking about, but understanding these cosmic concepts helps us grasp the scale and mystery of our existence. But hold on to your seats, there's more. A counterintuitive twist could be just around the corner, and it might actually save us from that cosmic big explainer. Chinese astronomers made a groundbreaking find: molecular oxygen in a galaxy 231 billion light-years away called Markarian 231. This stunning discovery happened in a region where stars are actively being born, suggesting our universe's expansion might not be affected by gases after all. It's an intriguing revelation that keeps us guessing about the ultimate fate of our cosmos. Get ready to mind blow. In one area of this cosmic wonder, Markarian 231, a whopping 100 solar mass stars are born every single year. That's a staggering 50 times more than our own Milky Way. And the cherry on top, a massive amount of molecular oxygen, about 100 times greater than what we found in the Orion Nebula. But here's the kicker: despite its star-forming frenzy and gaseous abundance, Markarian 231 remains eerily dark, no burning or combustion in sight, leaving us even more curious about this astronomical anomaly. So, what's really going on in Markarian 231? The gas may be abundant, but it's not fueling an intergalactic star factory just yet. As for breathing without that spacesuit, forget about it. We're talking less than 20% oxygen and none of those other gases like nitrogen, which are crucial to our earthly atmosphere. But here's the cool part: while this galaxy may seem inhospitable now, who knows what future discoveries might reveal? Maybe one day, Astronomers will stumble upon a cosmic gem with just the right mix of gases, the perfect recipe for life as we know it. Imagine being able to take a deep breath and explore distant galaxies without any gear, no bulky spacesuits, no worries about oxygen tanks running out. It sounds like science fiction, but it's not entirely impossible. If our ancestors discovered a galaxy with just the right balance of gases, maybe centuries from now your great-grandkids could live this dream zipping through interstellar space with ease. So, what do you think makes the perfect cosmic air mix? And what astronomical events or discoveries might bring breathable air to the universe? Let us know in the comments. Thumbs up if you're ready for liftoff into the next cosmic adventure. To stay updated with all our upcoming space travel tales and Earth explorations,